Hey, this is Coach Roger Bachek, your Live Younger Longer health coach. And I want to welcome you back. And for those that are new, I'm really glad to see you. But I'm glad to have all of you here. And just really encourage you to comment uh, on this. I know you're here because you're interested in your health and your health span. And we've been talking about that. And if you've been with me right along, you know about the IRAH, which is the Individual Retirement Account for Health. And are you funding it? Well, pay serious attention. That's what this Reset 25 is all about. And that's funding your IRAH. Well, we will continue. Today we're going to continue talking about Reset 25. And this is the uh, end of the second 7 days. So we basically have 21 more days to go. But I've got a question for you. Do you think these simple guidelines are just too simple? Kind of a silly question, isn't it? But sometimes I think we overcomplicate what it means to be healthy. And as I close out today, we talk about living lean in the secret diet. We will do that again today as well. Well, I want you to come along if you think these guidelines are too simple. But I want to say this, they are the truths of what it means to have a healthier health span and potentially a longer life. But before we get into it, I want you to go back to that question I've asked you for the last 2 weeks. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. You're here because you want to learn some tips about being healthier. My question to you is, what are you willing to try? So let's examine again what the guidelines are for Reset 25. You want to reduce or eliminate caffeine or alcohol. We talked about that last week. Part of the reason for doing that is our body, our liver detoxifies the bad things we put in it. And the other thing is stimulant. Too much caffeine isn't all that good for you. We want to not eat after 6 p.m. We're going to talk about that today. We want to cut out as many processed foods as possible. We want to cut out gluten or dairy and artificial sweeteners and refined sugars as much as possible. But what did we want to add? We wanted to add more plant foods and Juice Plus capsules, which are 30 fruits and veggies in capsules that are proven without beyond a shadow of a doubt bioavailable to your body at the cellular level, where all the interaction of food takes place. So I hope you did that. And then 1 to 2 complete Juice Plus complete shakes a day, maybe substituting them for a meal. And I've done real well at that. I've gotten back in the habit, and I've had that 4 days straight and made them with peanut butter and chocolate shake with banana and kale and spinach. Oh, it's wonderful. And you want to drink half your body weight in fluid ounces of water. And you want to relax with some deep breathing when you're stressed out. 3 to 10 breaths, deep breaths, and 7 to 8 hours sleep, and 30 minutes of exercise every day. Well, that's what the Reset 25 is all about. So let's explore that a little bit. And why drink more water daily? Well, our bodies are primarily water. You take all the water out, there's not much of us left. So pay serious attention. Dehydration affects our entire body system, including organs, brain, and muscles. You ever get a cramp in the summertime? when you're hot and sweaty and working out or running or cutting the grass, whatever. It's painful. Signs of dehydration include hunger between meals, constipation, fatigue, trouble focusing, muscle cramps, headaches, and dark urine. I find the simplest way to really tell if you're hydrated is your urine. What's the color of it? Is it dark yellow and smell? Well, then you probably need to be drinking some more water, let alone the cramps and that kind of stuff. But staying hydrated will keep your body functioning as it's intended. So why reduce or eliminate eating after 6 o'clock? Well, there's lots of reasons, but the whole thing here, and I've tried to explain that, and this is something I've been trying to explain to everyone. These are guidelines. My wife and I have done this before on this SET25. They used to call it a Transform 30. Our family, which is just my wife and I now, there's no way we can eat before 6 o'clock or by 6 o'clock. It just does not happen in the 50 some years we've been married. So the key is after your last meal of the day, don't eat anything for 12 to 16 hours. Now, that does not go for a pregnant woman or a nursing mom or anything like that, or a growing child. But for us adults, if you can fast for that 12 hours, it is really good. But a study of cells shows all organisms, including humans, have circadian clocks. You've heard of the circadian rhythms that synchronize biological functions with the time of day. The gut microbiomes critical for digestion and nutrient synthesis also follow these rhythms. By day, they help us process food and repair cells. By night, they aid in detoxifying and system reset. And that's why we sleep. It resets our body, detoxifies, the liver's doing its magic, and you feel better. And late night snacks, going past the pantry and got some gluten-free pretzels in there, maybe a graham cracker or something. Just it's tough to do, but if you can, I guarantee it will help you sleep better. And not to have any caffeine at supper time and leave the alcohol off. So here's the last thing we're going to talk about: processed foods. Processed foods. Why reduce or eliminate processed foods? Well, prior in the mid 60s, probably in the mid 60s, 80% of the food that's on the shelves today wasn't there. Most of you probably didn't live in the mid 60s, but I want to assure you it wasn't. A potato chip was a treat. A French fry was a treat. I remember when McDonald's didn't exist. Oh yeah. And when I was working in the steel mills paying for college, I'd drive 6 miles out of my way to have 2 hamburgers, 2 French fries, and 2 milkshakes. That's the sad American diet. And that's sad. That started it all. And there's so many different French fries out there now. You know, McDonald's was by far the best in the world, but that's what's wrong. And the other processed foods, read the labels. We're going to get into this in detail in further podcasts. But many, if they have more than 10 ingredients in it, you probably ought to set it back on the shelf. And if the first ingredient is high fructose corn syrup, by all means put it back on the shelf. These simple changes, if you were to do these for these 21 days and do them 80% of the way, I guarantee you're going to feel better in here and in here. And it just works. And when you feel better, you'll stay there. I used to not be able to, I would gag on broccoli and I gag on asparagus. My wife loves asparagus. We got it growing in the garden, and she just goes out and picks the asparagus off and eats it. And I go, I can't do that, but I can eat it. Would grill it and so forth. When your gut brain talks to your brain, and when you're eating real food and good food, your body's going to want it and crave it. And that's one reason about not snacking or reducing processed foods. Uh, it just, yeah, we're label readers, which is important, and we'll get into that. And artificial flavors and artificial colors are probably some of the worst poison you can put in your body, even though it's GRAS, as they called it, generally recognized as safe. So, are the guidelines too simple? However, they are what all of us should do for the best health span possible. So just listen. We got one more week of this with Reset 25. Excuse me. So if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe. There's a little red button on the video dump over there. Please subscribe. Share this video. Talk with your friends. And it's so much easier if you're doing this with somebody. And we're going to do this again. In fact, Juice Plus had a great big offer in January. And I know they're in the process of revising Reset 25, and they're just going to call it Reset. And they're going to have some more products free, over $100 worth of products free to try it. So stay tuned. We're going to keep talking about this. And maybe you can bring a friend and get the Juice Plus products and find out how good they are for you. So if you like what you're hearing, again, please subscribe, share it, follow me on Facebook. I've got a Facebook page, Ask Coach Roger. Post this video on that and have other people follow me there. Best of all, if you really want to understand what's going on here, I've got a PDF that I'll be glad to send you. Just go to AskCoachRoger.com, contact me, say, Coach, send me the PDF about Reset 25, and it will be in your email inbox before the day's over. So come back next week. Bring a friend. Next week we're going to conclude Reset 25, and we're going to explore the last two things on the guidelines, and that is giving up gluten and dairy and artificial and refined sugar, and why to meditate a little bit and relax with deep breathing and get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. How important that is to you. And my favorite is exercise. The body was meant to move. God made this beautiful machine in all our different shapes and sizes, overweights, underweights, tall, short, strong, weaker. But the body's got to move. You stop moving, you're going to die. So please come back next week. And I just want to tell you, my mission is inspiring healthy living around the world. And it's all wrapped around the great products of Juice Plus, which are fruits and vegetables in capsules. That's their main product line, but they have other products. It literally changed my life when I was accidentally introduced to it 17 years ago. If you never heard the story, this is my 17th year surviving my heart attack in 2008 when I was 63, and nothing wrong with me. And that's what I'm trying to get through your head. When you're in your 30s and 40s and 50s, you're clicking along, you're eating too much, maybe drinking too much, maybe not getting enough sleep. It's okay, it's fine. Well, that's where I was. That's where I was for years. In that fateful day in Colorado skiing at 10,000 feet when I wasn't sick. Changed my life. And hopefully that's what I'm doing with you, and that's changing yours. So come back, and I really appreciate you being here. And remember, live lean, and the secret diet. The secret diet is eat real food, not too much, mostly plant-based. And remember, as Hippocrates said, Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. Thanks, and God bless. See you in a week.